Hey guys, welcome to Solo ReacTalk. Today I'm going to be reacting to World of Warcraft soundtracks and music playlist done by Soul Reaver. This is part 10 if I'm not mistaken. If you want to check out my previous reactions, remember the playlist card will be at the top. Just click on it and you'll be able to access them. Okay, the 10 title tracks are as follows. World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth Before the Storm. Warlords of Draenor soundtrack 19 Tides of War. Warfront RT Horde. Horde. HRATHI. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. I'm not sure. Yeah. RT Horde intro battle for Azeroth music 8.0.1. A call to arms Tirion Fordring theme song. Alright. Hour of Twilight, Thrall, the Earth Wanderer. Okay. Cataclysm soundtrack patch 4.3 Warships. World of Warcraft Cataclysm Stormwind. The Rise of Men. Unused theme music of World of Warcraft Cataclysm. World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth OST number 20 Return to Arms. And finally, World of Warcraft OST number 2 The Shaping of the World. Okay guys, those are the 10 songs. Let's start. Okay, the first soundtrack is World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth Before the Storm. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, okay. That was World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth Before the Storm. Yes, this soundtrack, I know this soundtrack. Well, I know a bit of it. Like, in the beginning, it was something else. I'm not entirely sure where I've heard it before, but the second part of it, of the soundtrack, it reminded me of Battle for... No, not Battle for Azeroth. What is it called again? World of Warcraft Legion. The cinematic where King Varian sacrificed himself to make sure that Greymane and the rest of the Alliance soldiers could escape aboard their ship, and he sacrificed himself fighting against the Burning Legion, and then they played that soundtrack. Yeah, I remember the soundtrack. Yeah, it's great. That's nice. It's nice. I like how they kind of mix it up with something new in it in the beginning. So yeah, it was great. It was great. And now I got to see the Battle for Azeroth login screen, which is also quite interesting, with the high walls there and all the helmets and the swords and everything else that belongs to either the Alliance or the Horde. So yeah, that's good. Next one, Warlords of Draenor soundtrack 19 Tides of War. Right. Okay, that was Warlords of Draenor soundtrack 19 Tides of War. Yeah, this was great. This was great. In the beginning, it had the what's that instrument called again? The cello. I think it's the cello. Yeah, it had a very sad moment with it in the beginning, and then the violins came in on the second. Can I say stanza of the of the soundtrack? And then it started to have a bit of a jingle to it, and it sounded kind of like those cliche kind of Arabian movies that Hollywood makes, like The Mummy or what was it called? The Sands of Time, something The Sands of Time, Persia or Persian, The Sands of Time. I forgot. Um, I'm not sure about Aladdin, but it had that kind of soundtrack that you would hear from those kind of Hollywood, uh, Arabian inspired movies, and where the characters would be running away from the authorities, or they would be running away from bad criminals, and they're running through the city, they dodging people, they pushing boxes, just to try and slow down those people who are chasing after them, and then they run out into the sewers out of the city, something like that. It kind of it kind of gives me that feeling about it, the soundtrack. So yeah, towards the end I felt like I was watching a movie that was based in some Arabian city, in period in medieval times or something like that, and then you're seeing the prince or the princess running away with the person they love in the city, out of the city after stealing a jewel or something. I don't know. Like, I just get that that imagination about it, the soundtrack. But yeah, it's good. It's good. I really did like it. Next one, Warfront RT. Ariati. I can't pronounce this, guys. I'm sorry. Ariati Horde intro battle for Azeroth music 8.0.1. What's going on with me today? Okay, that was Warfront Arathi Horde intro battle for Azeroth music 8.0.1. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not entirely sure from where in Battle for Azeroth did this soundtrack play. I'm not sure really. I don't think I've heard it from any of the not soundtracks, from the cinematics. So this has to be in gameplay music. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It has a sense of urgency behind it. Organize the military or organize your forces to push on ahead to fight against the enemy, something like that. It doesn't sound like dungeon music, it doesn't have like that ominous feel about it or anything like that. Or it doesn't sound magical. It just sounds like, call to arms, let's go to war, something like that. Yeah. So next one is a call to arms Tirion Fordring theme song. Okay. Okay, that was a call to arms Tirion Fordring theme song. I'm not sure where this soundtrack is from exactly, whether it's from Warcraft 3 Reforged, or is it from Wrath of the Lich King, Battle for Azeroth. Yeah, no, not Battle for Azeroth. World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King. Yeah, ish. Sorry. I'm not entirely sure where is it from exactly, like I said before. But I've heard this soundtrack before, and in that image, it showed Arthas, and I think that was Uther, if I'm not mistaken. But I remember Uther maybe had like a warhammer and not a blade per se, or maybe I'm mistaken there as well. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think that was Uther. Yes, the soundtrack is great. It really does sound very epic. Like you are entering into a dungeon now, with either the Alliance or the Horde, and you have to defeat the Lich King. So yeah, definitely, I did enjoy that one. Next is Hour of Twilight, Thrall, the Earth Warder. All right. Okay, that was Hour of Twilight, Thrall, the Earth Warder. I think this is battle music, maybe. Um, Maybe like during the time when Deathwing was, taking flight and he was attacking that the Alliance airship that Thrall was on as well, using that um, shaman weapon. I think it was called. I forgot what it was called, but he was holding a weapon in his hand, and it could fire like a laser beam, and he was trying to attack Deathwing with it. But I like the artist impression here in the image of Deathwing. I am assuming that is Deathwing, and then we have Thrall there, showing his medallion or whatever it is, trying to shoot at him. So yeah, it was quite interesting to see that. He looks much more fearsome in this image than he does in the game, I think. In the game, he doesn't really, glow out that, destructive power, and like his body can barely hold itself together, but here you can actually see it with the artist impression of how I'm assuming this is Deathwing, how he's supposed to look like. The energy in him is just trying to tear itself apart, if I can say that. So yeah, it looks cool. It really looks cool. Next one, Cataclysm soundtrack patch 4.3 Warships. Okay, that was Cataclysm soundtrack patch 4.3 Warships. I don't know why, but it also kind of feels like a login screen kind of music. There was a part with the violin that I really liked. That dee dee dee. Dee, 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 dee. I really like that part. I really, really like that part. Yeah, the soundtrack's nice. I actually like it. I really do enjoy it. Next one is going to be World of Warcraft Cataclysm Stormwind. Right. Okay, that was World of Warcraft Cataclysm Stormwind. Yes, any variation of the Stormwind soundtrack is very nice. It also reminds me of the time of what was it? Battle against the Lich King, Wrath of the Lich King, when the Alliance forces and the Horde went to Northrend and they went to Wrath's Gate. They played the Stormwind soundtrack there, but it was far more upbeat, with background singers going, oh, like an opera or a choir. So yeah, I like the soundtrack. I like how they made this new rendition of it as well in this soundtrack for Cataclysm. And yeah, guys, I guess that was nice. That was really nice. Yeah, that was really nice. Next one is going to be The Rise of Men, unused theme music of World of Warcraft Cataclysm. Okay, unused. Okay, that was the Rise of Men, unused theme music of World of Warcraft Cataclysm. Um, it's okay. Nothing really eventful to say about it. It also sounds like a kind of like battle music in a way, or searching in the world and then you're fighting against enemies who just pop up on the screen. Yeah, it's just like that, typical battle kind of music maybe. But yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Next one, World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth OST number 20, Return to Arms. All right. Okay, that was World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth OST number 20, Return to Arms. Yes, it also sounded similar to a Call to Arms, Tirion for Fordring theme song. It really did sound similar to it in some parts. It also had like that notion of Northrend and Warcraft 3 and also Wrath of the Lich King kind of theme to it as well. But then in the beginning, it sounded like, Kalteras, and Jaina returning home on a ship, sailing through the ocean, going to Kalteras. And also there was this piano that I actually like a lot. I usually hear it in like Renaissance movies, like what was the name again? Something Antoinette, not Maria Antoinette. It was something else. I forgot her name. I'm sorry, but you know who I'm talking about. That French queen whose head got chopped off with her husband and the rest of her family during the French Revolution. So yeah, it kind of gave me that feeling about it because of that piano play. I forgot what the name of the piano is. I have to look it up, but I just call it the Renaissance piano because you don't hear people playing that piano instrument nowadays. We're all having the same generic kind of sounding, either electronic or a wood style pianos. So yeah, it sounded very nice. It sounded very, very nice. The next one is going to be the last one actually. The last one, World of Warcraft OST number 2, The Shaping of the World. All right. Okay, guys, that was World of Warcraft OST number 2, The Shaping of the World. Yes, this one and what was it called again? World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. What was it? Return to Arms, as well as A Call to Arms, Tirion Foreboding, all have the same kind of tone to it in the soundtrack. So yeah, I also kind of remember Wrath of the Lich King or even Warcraft 3 soundtracks added into this one called World of Warcraft number 2, The Shaping of the World. So yeah, it had that kind of mix in it, and it also had an Alvin kind of theme music to it as well, just a bit, just hints of it, just a touch here and a touch there. I could hear some Alvin kind of theme music in it as well. So yeah, it was great. Um, Out of those three soundtracks that I've heard so far with the same kind of soundtrack signature to it, I think this one is my least favorite out of the three. Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Guys, I guess that's it. But like as always, there can only be one winner. So I'm going to just review all the 10 soundtracks and then I'll make my final decision. Let's start. Okay, the 10 soundtracks. Let's see. World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth Before the Storm. Yes, this one was okay. Like I said before, it reminded me of World of Warcraft Legion with King Varian sacrificing himself. So it had that kind of soundtrack to it added in with the Battle for Azeroth intro kind of soundtrack. You know, they're merging together, if I can say that. Yeah, it's a merge. So it was quite nice. Warlords of Draenor soundtrack, 19 Tides of War. I really liked this one. I really did like it. It gave me different feelings and emotions, and also it spurred up my imagination, you know, in terms of a movie based in an Arabian nation with gangsters and kings and queens and love interests and, you know, people stealing stuff, and, you know, it just gave me that kind of imagination. It just made my imagination run wild. So yeah, I really did like that one. Warfront, Arathi or Arathi Horde intro Battle for Azeroth music 8.0.1. Yes, this one was okay. Nothing really to say that it's different or it's more powerful. It kind of just sounds like battle music. So yeah, it was okay. A Call to Arms Tirion Fordring theme song. Yes, I did like this one because, like I said before, it reminds me of the Wrath of the Lich King, going to the Wrathgate, and also Warcraft 3 Reforged. So yeah, I really did like that one. Hour of Twilight Thrall, the Earth Warder. Yes, this one reminds me of the cinematics that I've been watching for World of Warcraft Cataclysm, with Thrall and Deathwing fighting amongst each other in the skies, you know. So yeah, and the artist impression image was also very impressive, which I also liked about it. But yeah, the soundtrack was okay, but I'm just saying that the image kind of made it a bit better. Yeah. Next one, Cataclysm soundtrack patch 4.3 Warships. This one sounded like a loading screen. Wait, was it this one that sounded like a loading screen, or was it Stormwind that sounded like a loading screen? I forgot which one it was between the two. But Warships was a nice soundtrack. Yeah, it was okay. It was okay. Nothing to say that I didn't like this part, I didn't like that part. It was all good. It was all good. Next one, World of Warcraft Cataclysm Stormwind. Yeah, Stormwind had the variations of the Stormwind soundtrack. Yes, while Warships had a particular kind of violin that I liked that reminded me much of like a loading screen when you play a game and then it plays that kind of music. So yeah, I really did like that music. Stormwind, yes, like I said before, the different variations of Stormwind, I really do like them. Next one, The Rise of Men, unused theme music of World of Warcraft Cataclysm. Yeah, this one was, it was okay. Maybe I can see why it's unused. I mean, it's not really eventful or empowering or powerful or anything. It's just, it's okay. It sounds more like ambition, you know, like someone has an ambition and they want to take over or something. Yeah, it kind of gives me that feeling about it. World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth OST Return to Arms sounds similar to A Call to Arms. So yeah, I really did enjoy it. In the beginning, gave me feelings of, you know, maybe like Kalteris and Jaina heading over to Kalteris on her ship, you know, something like that. And it also had the added benefit, like I said, of the what is it, Call to Arms as well as the shaping of the world. So yeah, I really did enjoy this one. And finally, the last one, World of Warcraft OST number 2, the shaping of the world. Yes, just like the previous two soundtracks, Return to Arms and Call to Arms, they sound very similar, with the theme of the Lich King or Arthas or Northrend, or in Warcraft 3 Reforged. So yeah, I really also did enjoy this one. And it also had, an elven kind of theme to it as well, just a bit of it, here and there. And yeah, it made it sound very unique compared to the other two soundtracks as well. Okay, so the winner for this week, let me drink water. Oh gosh. Okay, the winner for this week is, yes, I found it. Warlords of Draenor, soundtrack 19 Tides of War. Congratulations. It was a good soundtrack. I really did enjoy it. It made my imagination run wild. It had, different flavors to it. First it had the cello, and then it had, I think it was like fast violin play, and then it had this kind of Arabian theme to it as well, which made my imagination go wild. So yeah, I really did enjoy this one. Out of all the other 9 soundtracks that I've listened to, this one made me more active, I should say, in my mind. Yeah, so I really did enjoy it. Okay, Encore time. Okay, Encore time. Warlords of Draenor, soundtrack number 19, Tides of War. 3, 2, 1, Tides of War. Yes, guys, that's it. That was the winner, Warlords of Draenor soundtrack 19 Tides of War. Remember, if you like the video, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell if you want to be up to date with my latest videos. And I will see you next week with another installment from World of Warcraft soundtracks and music playlist done by Soul Reaver. Alright? Bye-bye.